Welcome to SpinPro17.com. Today we're going to give you a tutorial video which will demonstrate how to effectively use our Matrix Pro program to generate more profits than ever before, to give you the option of making a very successful and rewarding session every time you spin. This will, of course, determine what your profits are going to be over a period of time by using the correct progression and being able to have a very minimal profit per session. This way you keep the red flags away from the casinos and you're comfortably making a very decent turnaround and profit every single day. We are going to now continue by showing you how to use the Matrix Pro. The first thing you're going to notice is there's a reset button and an undo button, as well as the numbers. The only time your play numbers will be populated is once the criteria is met by way of inputs that you get from the wheel. Input the number from the last wheel spin on the interface. When your play comes up, it will display below. For example, and don't hold us to what we're showing you here, this is just random numbers we're putting in. Once you are inputting your numbers and they come up, you will see by clicking on the numbers, will show you on the actual module, the numbers will eventually come up here. Okay, so we're going to get to the module and we'll show you how that works. Now this is the Matrix Pro interface. What you're going to do is, as you have spun on the wheel and your number comes down, you're then going to input it into the interface. We're just going to use, again, examples. If we're just inputting random numbers. Now, this is what your play number would be. If for some reason you made a mistake, you can just hit undo. If you feel uncomfortable with, a couple of mistakes you may have made, just hit reset. And then once you start putting in the numbers, whatever they may be, let's just say 31 was your last number. Now, these are the actual betting numbers that you're going to be playing. Let's say 31 was a mistake. You simply hit undo, and let's say it was supposed to be 32. Notice nothing came up because you made a mistake. Okay, had 31 not, been a mistake, you would pretty much have to put it back in by virtue of re-entering all the numbers again. So what we're basically saying is be careful, but if you do have any complications or any issues by making a mistake, just hit reset, and you can re-enter the numbers again. However, you also can hit the undo button and then put in the correct number. And that does not mean you're going to get the play numbers. It depends on the sequence of, the algorithms behind the interface. So let's jump right into this and we'll show you by using a wheel. And of course, you can use whatever progression you choose to. By way of using our calculator, that will obviously help you to generate the profits without you having to use your own progression. Okay, you feel free to do that, but our calculator, which comes with this, will allow you to put in what your next amount is, or unit per bet is. And like with all, videos we've said, as soon as you've made 10 or 15, depends on what you're looking for, but as soon as you've made $10 or more, just log out, reset everything, and come back. Even if you made only 8, okay? That doesn't matter, because what happens is sometimes when you're making your target, you want to get to 10, you might actually hit and make 15. So you'll make up for the previous session. So you want to get to 10 or more and then stop, reset, take a break, and come back. If you happen to get 8, then that's fine. You can still reset. So maybe that's a good window, right? You want to get to 10, but you have a window of 8, okay, units per session that you hit on. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, so as you can see, we have a wheel here. So what we're going to do is we are going to force a spin so we can get the input numbers. And let's do that. Number 17 came up. So we're going to input 17 into the interface. We're going to spin again. We're going to enter 25. That's here. We're going to enter, see whatever comes up. 27, okay, which is here. You'll get used to the interface as you start playing because the numbers are, going from left to right. Okay, 8 is here. And sometimes you'll get the numbers in just 2 spins or 3 spins, actually. Sometimes it won't take you long. It may take a few spins, a couple of spins. But it is to your advantage because you're not looking at action here. You're looking at actually making a profit by making the right bets. Okay? So please pay very close attention to this. It is really an amazing program. So here's your numbers. It's 1, 3, 11, 15, 17, 18, 21, 23, 24, 27, 28, and 31. So we're starting with 1,000 units. I'm going to put in 1, 3, 11, 15, 17, 18, 21, 23, 24, 27, 28, and 31. Now, I just want to make clear to you, these numbers will not necessarily stay there all the time, okay, until you hit. It depends on not only the sequence of numbers that are coming up, but the algorithms that are in the back of this interface with using obviously artificial intelligence. But it's what the interface tells you to do. So we're going to spin here. This is our first play. Okay, and there you go. Your first play is a hit. So I was looking for a 10 unit or more profit. If I got 8, I would have stopped. So what do? I put in 1 here, and as you notice, it's gone. It's disappeared. Okay, now I certainly can just spin again. I'm just, showing you something here, and then put in another number, and we'll see. I don't know if numbers. Oh, there you go. So you have a different set of numbers that came up with this. I am not going to play because I want to teach you the right way. Okay, which means we've made a profit of 10 units or more. Okay, I was looking for at least a minimum of 8, but my target was 10 or more. I would have stopped at 10, 10 or above. And I'm at 1024. So what I will do is I would have reset all of this. Okay, taken a break and come back. Now let's say I did come back. I can show you here. Let's say I took a break and I came back. So I'm going to put in the number 9. Spin again. Number 9 again. Okay. Now, my bankroll is at 1024. Okay. 29. And there you go. You have numbers again. So if I'm at 1024, my target is 1034. Okay. 1034. Obviously, I will take 32. That will give me at least 8 units. If you do this all day long, you're going to be able to make money. I mean, there are going to be times, yes, you will miss, and that there's no problem. If you're using the right progression, either our calculator or your own progression, you should be just fine. There are going to be times you may have a couple of misses in a row, and that's fine. It's like everything else. But for the most part, you shouldn't, because right now, you've made over $20 within one play, okay? Or a few minutes of playing, you're making $20, $30, $40. That sure beats more than $20 or $30 an hour. Okay, so here's our next play based on those numbers. Okay, and what do we have? There you go. Another hit again. I'm now up 1048. My target was 1034. So this is why I say if you make 8 units target profit, take it. Because a lot of times, just in this case, I was trying to get to 1034, and I actually get to 1048. I've exceeded it. So I would have made up for the previous spin when I walked away with an 8 unit profit. Okay, so again, in a matter of 2 spins, less than 5 minutes, I'm up $48. What am I going to do? I'm going to put this in. Okay, the number 19 has been input, and if for some reason you feel you didn't, you can hit undo, and I'll put in 19 again. And it tells me to bet the same numbers, ironically, in this case. It's not always going to be the same, but I don't have a reason to play. Okay, I'm going to reset, because I'm going to reset, take a break, and come back. Now, let's just say I did come back a half hour later. Okay, I'll show you something right now. Okay, here's 32. I'm going to put that in. And I'm going to put in 12. Whatever that is. There we go. We're going to put in 8. And we're going to put in 21. Okay. Continue moving forward. I'm going to put in 10. And there's nothing wrong with this. If you don't see the numbers come up, they will. Okay, it depends on what the sequence is. Okay, 17 again. There you go. So you have numbers. So we're at 1048. We've made $48 in a matter of 3 spins, or 2 spins. right? And in 5 minutes, you've made $48. And your bankroll is never in question. So now our target is 1058. We will take 1056. That's only 8 units, because we know sometimes it's going to exceed many times. So we're just trying to get to 1058. If we accomplish that, getting to 1058 or more, that means we would have made $58 profit in under 5 minutes with only 3 spins. Or, how many spins it took. But it still would have been a very lucrative profit. And you do this all day long, you're just making money all day long. So without going backwards, let's play. Here we go. Well, of course, we don't know what's going to happen. So in this case, the number 36 came up. So you had a miss. Not a problem. You put that in. And you notice there are no numbers. So what are you going to do? You're just going to spin. Sometimes, yes, I know you're going to say, oh, the previous number would have hit. That's okay. You just continue moving forward. Just use the right progression. Okay. Okay, 34. Put that in. Still, no numbers came up. But the accuracy is definitely there to be able to hit enough to be able to clear a profit every single session or every hour. Certainly, you can do that. Okay, just have the proper bankroll, and you should have no problems. I think even 500 units would be just as fine. Okay, so our next play is now going to be 1, 3, 11, 15, 17, 18, 21, 23, 24, 27, 28, and 31. Now remember, we were just trying to get from 148, we were trying to get to 158. Okay, you don't have to increase just yet. That's just using the right progression will save you from doing that. Okay, now where are we at? We're just trying to get to 158. We're at 160. Wait, we were at I just lost count, but yeah, I believe so. So we're trying to get to 158. We have exceeded our target by 2 units. So we're at 160. I mean, you made $60 in less than 10 minutes. What would you do? You obviously put this in, 24. Okay, notice the numbers have gone away. Now I would reset this, and let's just one more session. Let's say you came back another 5 minutes later. Okay, so in a matter of 2 minutes, you've made a hit. 2 minutes again made a hit. Another 2 minutes made a hit. In 6 minutes, you've made $60. Okay, so let's say you came back. You decided to take a break now, and say, well, okay, you know what? I am going to take a break. And you came back, and you decided to play again in the same half hour. So 35 was your first input, and your second input is 31, and your third input is 28. There we go. So we do have predictions that came up, okay, or play numbers, we say, which is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 14, 22, 25, 32, 35, and 36. Now we're at 1,060. So we're trying to get to 1,070, but we will take 1,068 because, again, I keep repeating, there's a chance that you can exceed this, in whatever sessions you're playing. Okay, so 1,060, we're trying to get to 1,070, and, well, what do you know? You're at 1,085, which means you've made an $85 profit in roughly 6 minutes of play. Okay, bankroll never in question. I think we left out a number here for some reason. Double check something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, let me see what it is I left out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 14, 22, 25, 32. Oh, I left out 33. So, without saying anything, you probably, your profits would have been at least $1 more. No, actually $1 less. So you'd be at 1,084. But your target was only 1,070, folks. It was just $10 more. You've exceeded that by 20 some odd dollars. So based on that, you now see how powerful this tool is. Now hit reset, and of course you come back later and you start playing. Once again, thank you for taking the time to watch this tutorial. I'm sure you'll have great success using this, and you will see how often you will be able to make a profit. Just use the right progression and you'll be fine. Okay, thank you very much and enjoy your day.